Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your hopeful elect Akim that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with just some random in the news prophecy updates, man, and an example of the things and stories that are coming out around the world of the times that we're living in, and the time being, dark times, not times of peace, people losing their minds, people invading one another, and this is just a couple articles that I pieced together, that's just kind of shows you the type of mentality that people are in right now, and that's in the state of peace, and that when things get bad, it's only going to get worse. And the first video that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to get the scriptures at the end when I run through these videos. But this first video is a retired Marine, and now they're doing involuntary recalls of soldiers that are not in the service anymore. And we know a lot of them got out when the C-19 came out, and they started making forced jabs on a lot of the soldiers, which a lot of the soldiers put in their resignations. A lot of the officers that were close to their retirement, they retired early, even if they were at their 19-year mark. And when you get 20 years in the military, you get full benefits, retirements, you get set up. But they said, fuck all that, just to get out earlier because they didn't want to take the jab. And now they're getting involuntarily called back, as you can see from this video that I'm going to play.
Can someone explain to me how, after being discharged from the Marine Corps for over 11 years, I'm sorry. Been discharged from the Marine Corps for 11 years. I just got involuntarily recalled. Can someone tell me what's going on?
11 years. And the standard after your military service has been done, you're only required to be on that pretty much register for 8 years. They can call you back. From the 8 years after you got done with your 4 years mandatory service. And this guy's been out 11 years, and they're calling back veterans. It goes to show you that the recruitment numbers are down. It goes to show you that the patriotic spirit of that gung-ho, I want to join the military and then do what I got to do in life, spirit is done. Because back in the day, man, I remember my dad's era, it almost used to be a thing that you go to the military and then you come back to the States, you get a job, you got a good benefits, you can get a house easier and stuff like that. But that's not the case here in Babylon. They treat their soldiers so bad. The pay is not good. Shitty ass housing situations on military bases, man. The infrastructure of it, mold infested houses, man. Nobody wants to live in that type of conditions. You leave to war, your woman's cheating on you. It's not like in the 1940s, whatever. I'm sure it still happened, but you had women that would wait for their man until, they got the paperwork saying, he got fucking blown the fuck up. They got to go find another man. But for the most part, they would stay loyal, for the most part. We understand even way back then women were on their, bullshit. That's why do you think Jake had chastity belts in the dark ages, man? But either way, the point being that nobody wants to go and leave and fight for Babylon, America, for their wars overseas. And if you do, you see the type of people that are in the military, man, a bunch of fucking idiots. But the next video that I wanted to show you is the migrant crisis that's going on. And I'm going to get scriptures, Akim. Salaki, I'm going to get through these videos. But this is a video is a legal immigrant in Italy cooks a cat in the street after capturing the pet from a local home. Man, this is people eating cats like it's no big deal on the sidewalks, man. Imagine when shit hits the fan and there's no food, man. This lady that's, in this video is going to be asking, hey, can I have a bite? She ain't going to be yelling at him.
Non ho cosa, non vuol dire, qui non siamo dove vai tu? Dove vai tu? Ora ti mando io in galera. Te ne vai in galera, te ne vai.
Let me tell you, what a foolish ass woman, man. This guy's got a knife, whatever. He's chopping and eating up this cat, and she's over yelling at him with just a phone, man. This is the type of people that they're allowing into, these countries, and also in Babylon, but the majority of them are sleeper cells. What's to stop the UN from giving this guy a credit card, a phone, and a contract saying we're going to get you in the United States, let you live there, but you have to report at this base at this time when we call you, you know. And this is the type of people that they're grabbing, man. People that don't care. You know, it just goes to show you that the type of mentality that people are in when, like I said, in times of peace. So imagine what they're going to be eating in times when there's no food.
Guarda che stai a fare, vergognati, vergognati. Cosa? Cosa fai? Cosa?
Stupid people, man. This is a crazy video, man. I just want to share that. But this is another video, man, of the, and we've seen this, a little bit old news, but it goes to show you the type of mentality, again, that people are in, man. It got mad demons on them. But this is, meanwhile, in California, a man steals a human leg from a fatal train accident scene and starts eating it. The Kern County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fatal incident in the Wasco area where a pedestrian was struck by a train, resulting in their death and the severing, to cut off, of their leg. Authorities have confirmed that a man allegedly took the severed leg after the accident and is now in custody. He just ran off and eating that motherfucker. I'm gonna put that on mute just for the music. You know, I don't want to get charged. But you have an Issacharite saying, "Está comiendo, está comiendo." But, you know, this is the unedited, you know, non-blurred out video, Lord willing. You know, YouTube doesn't get any in their feelings, but you can't see anything. But, you know, the Issacharite was, you know, bugging out. He was saying, "Está comiendo," in the original video. But I don't want to play the audio because of music. But he's in translation, he's eating it, you know. So, hey, man, this again, type of people that are out here. And I have another last article that I wanted to share just to show you that, hey, man, these people that are gonna run to Esau for help, man, they ain't gonna get help. This is a crazy news story that I saw, and the article reads, "New video shows teen kidnapping victim gunned down by cops as she ran toward them for help." So the victim that was kidnapped was running towards the police for help. And what do you call it? They ended up blasting her. You know, and the cops even tried lying on her and saying that she started shooting back at him. But it was only because of this video that I'm about to show you is that they were able to say that, no, she had no weapon. She was running towards you because they didn't know the news chopper was recording. But it goes to show you that the Lord's judgment is wild, man. You know, for this to happen, that you get kidnapped, you finally get free, you're running towards your rescuers, and boom, they blast you.
Come to me! Come to me!
They're saying, come to me.
Come! Walk,
And then boom, start shooting.
Hey! Stop shooting her! He's in the car! Stop!
Stupid.
She's okay! He's in the car!
Cops had previously claimed that the girl was shot because she shot at them, but the footage proves that they lied. Weapons, ammunition, flashbangs, smoke grenades, and tactical helmets were found at the scene.
Yeah, like that's going to make a difference after they gunned down the 15-year-old girl that was running to them for help, man. Hey, man, there's no excuse, man. The people in law enforcement and the government, they're idiots, man. Like Ronald Reagan says, the worst thing that you can hear and the scariest thing is, "I'm from the government and we're here to help." You know, Esau can't even help himself. But again, just going to show you the Lord's judgment. And I wanted to get some scriptures. You know, I know it's kind of in the news, random articles, you know, but it's just showing you the type mentality, things that are happening. You know, the war's getting prepared, people bugging out, running off, eating legs, eating cats, you know, police, you know, a lack of training. You know, get people killed, man. And this is just the judgment that we are seeing happening daily. Like the scriptures say, daily his judgments go out. But this is Zephaniah 1:12. "And it shall come to pass, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles." And that's talking about, you know, with the light, you know, seeing who's worthy. "And punish the men that are settled on their lees." You know, you're just relaxing. You're worried about your business. You're worried about your family. You're worried about your job. You know, you're not paying attention to the things that are happening around the world and reporting on them. You're not paying attention to the spirits that are out there, you know, and wreaking havoc around the world in the terms of who your enemy is. You know, you're just lackadaisy thinking everyone loves you. You know, oh, bombs ain't dropping in my neighborhood. You know, the world's good. Hey, man, soon enough, it's going to be in your neighborhoods. it says, continuing, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. Because they're saying, hey man, there's nothing bad that's going on and there's nothing too good that's going on. I'm just here, man. They're comfortable. You know, they're comfortable in their captivity. The Lord is going to, you know, get that, men, and he's going to be like a thief in the night, you know, not knowing where this chaos came from that's going to happen around the world. Verse 13, therefore their good shall become a booty, which means a spoil, and their house is a desolation. Their families, man, they're not going to have a man in the house to prepare them. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Going back to, you know, the curses, and this is, you know, a future prophecy, you know, talking about the next captivity the Israelites are going to go into. Verse 14, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. The mighty men, the gung-ho, that military man that you saw, the Moabite, whatever, you know, if he is, you know. Even he ain't want to go, man. He's a mighty man. He's a Marine veteran. You know, Marines, devil dogs, like they call each other, man. And he ain't want to go and fight. He's settled on his leaves. He's happy, man. He ain't want to go have sleepless nights away from his wife and all, you know, on the whole other side of the world. And that's the same sentiment and mentality that the average everyday male has here, man. They don't want to go to war. You know, they want to play video games, fucking smoke weed, and hit up Sharkeisha and go to the club. You know, this is verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. You know, ultimately, when there's no power throughout the world to light your homes, being, you know, ultimately, you know, when this whole society comes down, the stress, wasteness, darkness, desolation, gloominess, day of clouds and thick darkness. Those are all descriptive words of the most darkest times you've ever seen on this earth. Not just talking about the lack of light thereof, you know, because this place is going to have demons lurking, people that are possessed by demons that are just going to be chopping people up and eating them just like that. That cat that you saw is going to be a full-blown person getting cooked on the side of the sidewalk, man, for how demonic and fucked up these people are going to get towards each other. You know, part of my Swahili. Zephaniah 1 and 16, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. You know, I always think of that, you know, like that tornado siren that's coming in that you see in movies, you know. That's that alarm. But the alarm ultimately is the prophets that are telling you these things before they happen. You know, that trumpet, lifting up your voice like a trumpet, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone on down, and the men in the other affiliated camps that are teaching the correct 100% truth, the correct doctrine. You know, they're the ones that are blowing that trumpet and alarm. Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, not knowing where to go, what to do, what's next, I don't know what to do. You know, they're going to be breaking, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, going into the state of confusion and decay. Dung being, you know, decay, shit, you know, trash, and dust symbolic, you know, to the confusion that is going to be taking place in this world at that time of Jacob's trouble. Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold, real riches, like people got money, but even if you got real riches such as silver and gold, you know, and real wealth, like things that are valuable, not just paper money, I'm talking real wealth, that's not even going to save you, shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. Ultimately talking about the nuclear missiles and the laser beams that are going to be coming, melting Babylon the Great, you know, off the face of this earth, never to be inhabited again, as a monument of what it is to live wickedly to the other nations after, you know, the Israelites take over the world. You know, Yahweh Shai sets up his rightful rulership on this place, and we put these heathens in dominion under us. You know, continuing, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, i.e. the nuclear missiles and the chariots, destroying this place in less than an hour. as the scriptures say. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying to show you that the state of world, that the state this world is in, the mentalities, the problems people are facing with the influx of so-called immigrants that are fleeing from these countries that are bombed by Esau. Esau is the ones that are causing these people to leave their countries, man. Whether he's giving them credit cards and a cell phone or whether he's bombing their villages that they gotta flee, man. It all goes back to Esau, Edom, the devil that's causing chaos in this world, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Keep pushing, keep persevering till the next time. Shalom to the